Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good time. Here we are, Hex Token channel. Woohoo! Well. Look at this, man. TShare rate chart looks amazing. Talk of the town this morning on all the YouTube channels. It is a big deal. And look at that jump, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. So we have had some, with the big stakes coming out, we have had some massive ramp up in the share rate. Wow, that's incredible. Hope you guys are loving that, man. I mean, we keep saying it all the time. Of course, a lot of people don't understand TShare rates, and of course, it means that you require more X per TShare. The only way of really offsetting it, and even that's only a shifting the sand, as it were, is by staking longer. So you get 20% more shares per year that you stake up to 10 years. And yeah, that's look at it today, man, up $60. $60 increase, yeah. So pretty big deal. $60 increase in the TShare rate. Now, obviously, the Hex price went down slightly overnight, so it's going to be lower the TShare rate, but that's pretty amazing. So we're going to talk about that. Let's have a look at it for sure. We've got a couple people in the chat already. We've got Brennan. Excuse me. I don't know what's with the cough there, but Brennan says, howdy, Superman. Good to see you, Brennan. John Gibbons, hello. And we got TShares up and to the right, and that is the key takeout, right? TShares up and to the right. I'm going to take off the light. The light's a little bit bright here for me. Still trying to get into second gear, as it were. Yeah, up and to the right. That's a nice increase. That's a very big increase. And obviously, if the Hex price, let's say we've got an increase of 755 today, which is a massive increase, right? So we're now at we basically went from 21,934, it says here, up to 2268. So pretty massive. And of course we can see that here 22,689 on here on the daily stats, which is about to close in about 43 minutes. So really big. So that's $60 increase just with the current price. But of course, if we take that and we times it by the all-time high, that's actually a 390. Yes, you got a $393 increase. Yes, you heard that right. That's a $393 increase at the all-time high of Hex price. So that's amazing. And of course, if we had Hex at $1, that would be about $785 increase just today. So that gives you some perspective on some of that. Pretty amazing. Look at that thing though. Woohoo! Look at that. We've had these other big jumps, which are pretty decent jumps. Look, then bam. Now remember, this chart at the moment is just the very low end, and the chart's just going to go up really steep over time with the share rate, and so still at the very low end of that. So pretty impressive as we move up high here. You can kind of see a little kink back here in September last year. And of course, away we go up and to the right. So holding TShares is like I say it every single day. Don't I say it every single day? Pretty much. And I've got to be careful every single day, but I've said it just about every single day. And of course, is that the TShare rate, the amount of TShares is decreasing every day. We can see that on the TShare. We can see that we, pretty much for the most part, we've got 10,000 TShares decreasing just about every day. We do have obviously stake and unstaking going on, but over time, this TShares is pretty much decreasing for the most part. So we used to be over 11 million, and of course, if you go back in time, you can see we're up at 10.6 million. We're now down at 10.4. So you can just see over time the reward pool. Remember, Hex is this simple. We've got rewards with the inflation and penalties, and we've got the TShares. And of course, the rewards is distributed to the TShares. So if the TShares are decreasing, then the rewards are going up, and that's what we see, right? We used to be under 6 Hex per TShare. Now we're over 6 Hex, and that's going to keep climbing. So if you're holding on to your TShares, you're accumulating more TShares, then you're going to get more of those rewards, right? Relatively speaking. So it's going to be pretty amazing. Look at us. We're back at 10.7 and so on. So you can see we've moved around, fought around a bit there, and then we used to be all the way back here, over 11 million on day 17. Day 17, we're over 11 million there. That was the last day. We were over 11 million was day 17. And of course, now we just finished day 19. So 200 days later, we're down, about almost 600,000 T-shares. 600,000, just take your mind around that. That's a pretty amazing number. Incredible. And if we actually if it's assumed that we could actually buy all the Hex on the liquidity pool, 101,800,000 Hex, and we divide that by the share rate of 22,689, that would give us 4,486 T-shares, right? Obviously, we could stake that for 10 years. That would give us, I did the wrong math there. That would give us 13,000 T-shares, but only around 4,000 T-shares. It's not a lot, and so that's huge. It's huge. Holding T-shares, accumulating T-shares is really important. Once you get a T-share, it's printing you Hex, right? It's printing you Hex. You don't have to buy it, and it's just printing you more Hex and more Hex every single day. And at the moment, the payout that's about to close on day 9/11 is 6.13. And maybe tomorrow, the day we're starting, day 9/12, day 9/13, that's 2.5 years for Hex. 2.5 years that Hex has been running. So it's not holding back. It's just going to keep going and going and going. And of course, then we're going to have 2 copies, one on Pulsechain, and we're going to have both of those on, both equally, not equally, but both on good chains that are going to be obviously start off at a mirror of each other and then slowly change over time. So, well, not quite a mirror because we've got different validator code, but other than that, it's going to be very, very similar. So, cool. It's going to be very exciting to see that. I hope you guys like that. We've got Buddy P in the house there. Let me know any comments that you've had on your thoughts on the Hex T-share rate, because that's a very major day. This is a big day in the T-share journey on the early days. Word to birds. Yeah, word to birds. Hey, good to see everybody in house there. Mix. Buddy P. I got some static coming through, says Brennan. Oh, really? Not sure what that is. Wards come in T-shares, says D-Pulse. Hex per T-shares. Hex per T-share is the reward. So payout per T-share there is in Hex. What else? Let's go. Javi's in house there. Hey, Javi, good to see you. And we're live, says Briz. We are live indeed. Good to see Briz in the house there. D-Tucker, stake it so you don't have to check the price. That's exactly right, D-Tucker. And of course, you just ride through the price cycles. Briz says, you see that T-share rate? Hex token? Yeah, I do, Briz. And thanks for your post this morning, too, Briz. 1st of June in the land down under. Punch and punch. Yeah. I think you've got me good. And the cat's come in because the cat wants to annoy me for no good reason. It comes in and then it wants to go out. It's like, what are you doing? Audio sounds good now, says Briz. Yeah, not sure what's happening there. But weird. Jean-François Bousset is in the house. Hi, everybody. New mayor in the house. Good to see you as well. Very, very cool. We got, sorry about the light. The cat is playing around here. So let me just get rid of the cat there. There we are. And good morning, Super. The Pulsar Beta's in the house there. The cat. Yeah, the cat. C-A-T, cat. PLSD is pumping. Yeah, it's been doing pretty well, Javier. We're going to look at that too. But talk of the town, of course, is the T-share rate is 22,689, and that's up around about 755 from yesterday. And what a jump! And of course, if we go to the Whalebot, we can see on the Whalebot, we can see this big one here, 51.9 million, 885 days, and of course. That's coming out with 7,800 T-shares. Reward is 62 million Hex in there, 49.7% APY on that one. So congratulations to them. They've restaked that, but they've restaked it to a little bit to about 13 million to June, and I think 100 million to July. So some interesting short-term stakers. Obviously, they've done a long-term stake, so we'll watch out for that one. That's pretty much what they've done. So cool. We're going to close out of that. We've got the prices, of course, at the moment in Hex. I think is that all I wanted to say about the Hex payout? I think so. The share rate is up to the right there. And, of course, we've got the T-share payout has been very good, over 6. Very, very nice on that. And, of course, we're expiring stakes coming up here as well. So if we go to the end of 22, it's about there. And we can see the stakes coming up. So, obviously, coming out here. We've got the next big candle in July. and then of course September there. That's pretty much it. But the landscape is changing every day that we move forward. Particularly every month, the landscape of Hex stakes keeps changing. Obviously, we're going to have two copies, a copy on Pulsechain as well. So we'll have two versions of that. So it'll be interesting. And adoption. I guess adoption is the other side of it. Adoption is up and to the right, just slowly creeping up there. Of course, this could run away somewhat when we get the Pulsechain launch, particularly on the Pulsechain version of Hex or Hex on Pulsechain. So it's going to be pretty awesome to see that. But the TShare price at the moment is once we get a bit of a rebound on Hex price, this here will change very dramatically at the moment. So getting good prices for TShare rate at the moment, very cool. All right, I think that's pretty it. We're going to wait for day 9/11 to close. It's going to close in about 35 minutes, so we'll come back to that. Let's look at the prices at the moment. We've got the Hex chart here, looking out back to the all-time high. And of course, we're zooming in on that. You can see where we are at the moment. So we bounced off support, around about that 3.6 cent mark. It doesn't show on this chart, but on other charts it shows that we bounced spike down to about that point, that bottom dash line there. And of course, we have managed to break away from the top support line there too, 6.8 cents. And we're currently sitting around 7 or 8 cents. Now, there was a little bit of an itching yesterday that we might, could go for attack that 9.2 cent mark. That didn't end up eventuating, but we are still sitting, at a reasonably good level. Our low for today is so far 7.74. The high is 8.583. So at least we're consolidating in this level, all right? So that's cool. And these two candles are pretty similar to each other, but we're now in the 1st of June in good old Kiwi land, aka New Zealand. The 1st of June, we are here already. I know some of you are still back in May, but we're here on 1st of June, so very cool. Let's jump out away to the charts. Hey, we just got a pump in Hedron and in Maxi. Let's jump over to that. Bam! Look at that, $3.69. Woohoo! Now that was the previous target I was talking about, $3.70. Of course, it didn't do it in that time frame, but it's definitely managed to come back here on the hourly and consolidate and jump up here. Very nice there indeed. So that's looking good on Pulse Dodge. Very cool. So let's actually pull up the chart on Pulse Dodge as well. We've got a couple of comments on that, I think, in the chat there. Let's go to some of the chats there. Those Kiwis are more interested in the ship, says Pulse Beta. I'm not sure what that is. Pulse ship. Huge Pulse Dodge pump in the last hour or so. Yeah, that's looking absolutely amazing on Pulse Dodge there. $3.56 just came down there a little bit. Let's go to Pulse Dodge and check out where's the Pulse Dodge gone? Pulse Dodge, let's go check out the trades on that. And yeah, we had some good trades. So let's have a look here. Where were we sitting? Around about $2.77, $2.77. So yeah, we're down 277. We've had some decent trades. Let's have a look here. Coming up here, $3,000. That's some decent buying. 7,000 took us to 293. We had some selling to 6,000, 6,000. Took us up to $3.15. Had some selling into that, some pretty decent selling into that actually. And then of course we got to about $3. Had a nice string of buying. Look at that, 5. Quite a few nice strings of buying there. Up to $3.50. A little bit of selling, some more buying, 6.8 and 6.8 there. And away we got a couple of people selling into that. We actually got this $3.73 on this trade just a little bit ago. So that was 10 minutes ago, and then it just got sold into a bit there, but actually looking pretty good. So all-time high, of course. Can it get back to the all-time high? Get rid of the trades there. Can it get back to the all-time high? And of course, that was back here on the 2nd of May, and we had a high of $5.04. $5.04 there. So to get there, we got to 273. That's right, 373. And of course, to get to there, another 35%. Doesn't seem too difficult, does it? 35% there to get to the all-time high. And of course, I guess once it starts breaking the all-time high there, you're talking about $6, $7, $8, $10 starts to come into view. man, oh man, that's going to be fun to watch. But of course, there are games afoot, of course, with accumulation. Talked about that. So this is the kind of possibly the ideal token to do that with. So watch the space on this one. Most tokens are quite difficult to do that, but this one here has quite a kind of cool setup to do it. 4,348,000 pulse dodge. That's 4,348,000 pulse dodge in the contract. Of course, we've got how many claimants? 18,685 claimants so far, and we've currently got 12,532 holders. We go to the holders here. We can see 303, 195, 155, 80,000. And this one here, has this been accumulating 4 days ago? Just have a look at the top whales, see what they've been doing. 155, I think these ones are the same. I don't think we've had any change 2 days ago, so it's not these ones. Just wonder whether any of them are accumulating at the moment. 195, that was 19 minutes ago. So one night here, this is not whale number 2. DE here is accumulating, and of course we've seen a lot of purchases coming through here. So we had nothing for 5 days, 8 days, then 2 hours ago started buying. So 2,500, 2,000, 260, 625, 2.5, 18,000, 1,800, 625, 1,875, now 625. So we've got whale number 2 is helping to push the price up here. And they're up to now 195, and of course we got almost 4.5% of the supply now on a pulse dodge. So interesting stuff there. That's whale number 2, and of course they're clearly now in spot number 2. Whale number 1. Let's have a look at whale number 1. And last buy they did some transfers out 17 hours ago. It looks like they did some buying 17 hours ago. So doing a little bit more buying there, 303,000. Let us know in the chat if you've got any further insights into this. So let me know. We've got 50,000 here and 45. So a few others. You can check some of those others out if you want to keep looking at the top wallets to see who's accumulating there. Pulse Dodge coin, of course, is currently how many days? 58 days and 14 hours to go for the launch phase. We could get some real fireworks in here. It's going to be interesting, but of course, as the price goes up, so maybe more of those people that are holding might sell into it. So we'll see. But nevertheless, if you've got enough buying power, you could be able to absorb that. So it's going to be fascinating to watch this one. This is the one to watch for sure. So cool. There's Pulse Dodge, 4,348,000. Remember, there's only going to be maximum could be 12 million. And of course, the BA and the OA get 10 Pulse Dodge per claimant. So I think that's probably around about 370,000 at the moment. So that's going to be cool to see that. All right, we've got the markets at BTC at 31,900, Ethereum at 1954. So BTC's doing okay, holding up so far, and we'll just keep watching that. If it moves higher again from here, that's really going to rain a little bit on people that think it's going to get to 31, 32, 31, 500, 32, and then just collapse. So we'll see at this stage. We'll see. But not too bad at the moment. Not too bad. Giving a nice stable environment for the Hex ecosystem in any case to move up. And of course, Pulse Dodge as well. So that's cool on that one. Let's get in some of the comments. Get out of there. See in some of the comments on that one. We've got a few in house. Gunther was pumping it on Crypto Heartbeats channel earlier. Yeah, so Gunther has been on Twitter as well, pumping Pulse Dodge. So interesting stuff there. That's definitely Gunther also talked about that on Dramatic Crypto's show the other day, talking about other sharks or that were looking, or whales as we might call them in Pulse Dodge, accumulating. So definitely number 2 is accumulating at the moment. Excuse me. Time for a Richard Hart update, says Dave down under. Really? Have we got an update there? We've got this one here. We've got wow. I just saw an earlier screening of scenes from the highest of the stakes. Says Richard Hart. It looks so amazing. I want to have Patrick's babies. So that's impressive coming from Richard. So that's cool. Well. And we've got this update here of private screening. So we've got this one here just come out. Private screening a few scenes earlier. So let me just play the sound.
Thanks. How you feeling?
So we're going to play this. Let's pop this in. We're going to move this out. Bam. I'm going to hide the update there, and hopefully we'll remove the screen here. Let's play, stop screening, and we're going to share. Let's play that. Bam. All right, let's go to the beginning, and let's see what this is all about. So playing it live, folks.
Here we go. We are about to debut a few scenes to show Mr. Hart of his upcoming film, The Highest of Stakes. How you feeling, sir?
I don't tipsy. They got me tipsy before I watch the show to make it more good.
The secret to filmmaking. Get him gypsy and they love everything. Here we go. We excited, guys? There we go. Here we go. We are about to debut a few scenes to show Mr. Hart of his upcoming film, The Highest of Stakes. How you feeling, sir?
I don't tipsy. They got me tipsy before I watch the show to make it more good.
The secret to filmmaking. Get him gypsy and they love everything. Here we go. We excited, guys? There we go.
All right, so that was that. So cool. And we're going to move that out there and get back to the screen. And nice. All right, let's get up to it. Bam. All right, cool. So that was the latest from Richard. Very cool. We're going to get back into this stuff here and leave it on the charts for a little bit. Let us get back over here. And nice. That was a cool update. Thanks, Dave, for that. I think Pulse Dodge dumped earlier, though, didn't it? It did for a little while there on the hourly there back here about 5-6 hours ago. But it actually held up at quite a nice line on the Pulse Dodge. You can see there, actually held up quite a nice line. Hope you're good, Superman, says Tufon. Hey, very good, Tufon. Appreciate that. Sheep, says Pulsechain. Yeah, we've got a lot of sheep in New Zealand, that's for sure. Who decides how many hex to add to the T-shares? It's really the return that's going on for when big stakes come out, Pulse Goddess. The system recalculates the compounded returns, and then the share rate goes up. It's the Pulse player says, hey, everybody, good to see you. And Pulse Manipulation, it appears, says Pulse Beta. Woohoo, says J-Man. Woohoo, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't understand how it works. Perhaps Superman can explain how it works. Simply people buy, be one guy, big guy, or lots of little guys, who knows. Well, they had to start buying Hex, says Pulse Beta. Yeah, that's true. With the beach there, I like that. Good day, everyone. Good to see GD. On Whale's show today, he said because liquidity was lower, it is 6 times easier to move the price quickly. Yeah, it is a lot easier. We've been following the liquidity on here as well pretty closely every day. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. G'day, Sandy Beach. Nice to see you in the house. We've got the emojis there too. What else there? We got do I lose T-shares I get with staking if I end stake and don't restake? Well, if you end stake your stakes, you will lose all the T-shares. Yeah, you have to have T-shares to keep your T-shares. So yeah, if you don't get more T-shares, the share rate's going up every day, and so you're going to get less than the T-shares anyway. But even if you're with your interest and penalties, you would end up getting more T-shares. Cool. What else we got there? Javier says I'm not selling mine in case it becomes the next Shiba Inu, says Javier. Yeah, that's the goal, isn't it? From Gunther, the accountant, was talking about making Pulse Dodge coin the next Shiba, or bigger than Shiba, kind of thing. If you want massive gains, buy Pulse when it comes out, says J-Man. That's true. The rug doctor Gunther says Machiavelli. Yeah, well, let's not keep the swearing out there. Yeah, don't swear on the channel, please. Appreciate that. Family show, says Sandy. Absolutely. What's up, family? And Crypto Gorgonal says, hey, what's up, all? Good to see you. And hi, Hex Token, Terry Doc's in the house. Hey, Terry Doc, good to see you. And woohoo from Crypto Gorgonal. Good to see everybody in the chat, by the way. Man, what a day. It's a good day in the office. We've covered the T-share rate today. Obviously, pretty dramatic increase today. Look at that beautiful jump there. And, oh, man, 755 approximately. It's gone up, so very, very exciting. And, of course, we're going to wait for the days about to close out in 20 minutes for day 911. Almost 2.5 years of Hex coming up in the next day. Either day 912, 913, depending which way you want to look at it. It's coming up there, so we'll just keep day 912 coming up on 2.5 years. Pretty amazing. The Hex, of course, looking okay. It's 8 cents, not going up, not going down. And, of course, what did we have yesterday? We had the poll 2/3 thought it might go up to 9.2. That did not happen yet, but we haven't had a full 24-hour stint since then. So we'll have to check up on that in the second live stream and then see how we get on there. So that's when we're going to finish that one. So we'll find out. Cool. Rug Doctor, because he sold his dodgy Hedron, says Pulsechain. Oh, yes. Gunther did, yeah. Sold at the top and made a killing. He did buy Hex though. He said at about 11.5, and of course they probably got some of these buying for Pulse Dodge too. Marcelo says, "Hey guys, can someone drop me Hex Token Discord link?" It's at the top of the video description there, Marcelo. It's at the top of the video description, but I guess maybe if you're on mobile, maybe it's a little hard. So maybe someone can drop that in the chat there in the description of this live stream. Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. So that's what's happening there. We've got Hex at 8 cents, and of course we're gonna have a little deep dive there. So when it was actually Hex was up here yesterday, and I thought, oh, it might just teasingly go to 9.2 cents, might try to move up towards there, but managed to actually just dribble down here. But it didn't go down too bad, 7.7 or so, and now it's back up at 8. So we'll keep watching this. Hasn't set in a high yet, so it needs to attack this 8.3 cents again. But it's not too bad at the moment, and of course the market's holding up is pretty well too, so not too bad there. Very, very cool. We've got Hedron at 8681. That drifted down quite severely down to 632. So not a great day for Hedron. I have talked about that a couple of times in a row, saying Hedron is kind of just out of the sunlight at the moment. Obviously we've probably got more. We've got another 2 liquidations coming up. Number 6 and 7, I think, are coming up for Hedron. We had a day gap, so I think we've had the day gap. So we probably do have that coming up now. Let me just make sure I'm on the right one here. So we're going to jump over here and get on liquidations. So hopefully that will pop up soon for Hedron. But I think we've got number 6 and number 7. Yeah, we do. So they're up already, number 6 or 7. So they're actually finishing. They've got 26 minutes to go. Because I didn't cover it yesterday, I didn't see them start. So they started already. So 26 minutes. We've got 1.2 billion on number 6 there, and number 7 1.1. I think that's in the right order. 1.2 billion and 1.1 billion Hedron on the second one. 26 minutes to go. So we're going to cover that. It's number 6 and 7 ever, and of course we'll see what else is coming up in the advances as well. So there's lots happening in the ecosystem. Now, once again, if you hadn't checked out that Power City video I did yesterday, no, sorry, not yesterday, I posted yesterday, I should say, and I didn't do anything to it, I just added music, but I posted it yesterday. Check that out, because it's pretty cool. Power City's core product, which is where the revenue goes into the treasury. They did a cool video on that, so check that out on Hex Token channel here. The other thing, of course, we're waiting for liquid loans, SAC balances, and of course the user interface testing as well. So we're starting to get some front end deliveries from the teams. Very exciting. Obviously we've already had the first, I guess, draft of Fiat out there. We've had a few sneak peeks from Mintra NFT marketplace, and I think there's probably 1 or 2 other user interfaces out there as well. But it's nice to see some of the bigger teams, some of the big utility teams that are really going to be quite game changers on Pulsechain, really add a lot of value and a lot of functionality. I think it's nice seeing some of their front ends coming out now. So very exciting. Let me know in the chat if there's something I've missed out there that you're aware of. So very, very cool. Sharing is caring, as we say. Sharing is caring. So cool. We're going to wait for the loading advances there. Hopefully they'll load up soon enough. So cool on that. The other side, of course, we've got Maxi at 13.89, and that's looking pretty good as well. So Maxi's looking pretty good. We're going to have a look at that in full sheet there, and let's have a look at the premium over Hex, which has been pretty amazing, to be honest. At 74% at the moment, looking very good at near the top of the range as well. We've had this pretty much solid range there with the premium, and that's looking really, really good. So yeah, nothing to sneeze about there. Looking good. That's the Hex ecosystem on ETH chain at the moment, like the key ones that we've been looking at. We've also got BNB. Now BNB is at $321, so it's just about even from the last 24 hours. And we're going to have a look at some of those charts. So we've got Pulse Dodge is at still at 6.4 tenths of a penny nothing to see there. Just mulling around in the bottom there on the Pulse Dodge. Now, Pulse 33. Now that's had some action finally. Finally, some action on Pulse 33, and got two nice green candles there on the daily. And look at this massive spike today, up to 44.8 cents. 44.8 cents, currently at 30 cents. So someone's trying to move that, right? Someone's trying to move that price. That's pretty interesting. On the hourly there, we can see that most of that volume was 3 hours ago for P33. So that's related to Free Pulse, the onboarding Pulsechain onboarding site with over 100,000 registered users, and with the gambling games on there. So that's related to that. And I think that probably has a bit of life when it has that association. The other one, excuse me, is this internet money here, and it's currently at 954, but zigzaggy there. Nothing, not much happening with that one actually at the moment. So not enough attention. I do think that internet money needs to do more, build up their social media more, a bit like how Liquid Loans is doing it. They're leading the way on that, and as far as I can see. Let me know any other projects that you think are doing a good job on building their social media. I really appreciate those insights. Obviously, I can't be everywhere all at once. I'm only at certain places, so let me know in the chat. It'd be really cool. All right, so cool on that, and that's where we're at this stage. So those are BNB, Hex ecosystem, I guess. We'll jump back. I think that's pretty it. We're going to jump out of Richard Hart's thing. I'm not sure if we've got another one from Richard Hart. Let's see if there's another update. That was pretty cool, though, that little video. Yeah, that was fun. That video was fun and nice. So big shout out to Highest the Stakes team for that. And Dave from Down Under giving us that insight. Now, this thing's still not activated yet. Still waiting for the advances to load. Not sure why that's not loading. Yeah, let me just try that one more time. Hopefully it's going to load. It's take a little while. So let's jump back to the deck screener, and we're going to leave it on the charts here for a little bit. And I'm going to go into the chat there as well. Pulse Base, does anyone predict Pulse opening 12 p.m. Europe time today, 1 o'clock? I'm not sure about that. Don't think so. Hedron, mix says, that's pretty hardcore. Mix, that's pretty harsh. King Crank says, got the fingers crossed on that one. How are you, Hex Token? Terry Doc says, very good. I think I might have read that one, did I, Terry Doc? Yeah, Terry Doc, very good, thanks. We've got 681, yeah, pretty hardcore there. There's the Discord. Sandy's posted Discord if you want to join the Hex Token Discord. We're heading up to 500 members. We've got 467, so we need 33 more members to hit 500, so definitely join if you haven't. Great community and great information. That is our ethos on the Discord. It is syndicated too with Gen Hex and Heinz Crypto, and of course our awesome moderator and all-round awesome person. It's now. So get onto that for sure. Cool VIP, as we say, cool VIP. Let me just scroll this up a little bit here. I might zoom that down a little bit there. Hex is holding well. I think so too, Hex Machine. Hex is holding pretty well. 8 cents at the moment. What is that DGen coin called by Crypto Black Sheep? Not sure, Pulsebeta. Is it on the list? I don't know if that's on the list, is it? So if you go down to Discord, down to new token links, we do have the DGen protocol. Is that the one you're referring to? DGen protocol. I haven't actually looked at that site yet, and that is on. That's also going to be at PulseCon. So they're going to be at PulseCon 2022, and PulseCon's getting closer and closer. But Pulsechain hasn't launched yet, so it's just it's a little itchy. You can still do it, of course, and still have a great time with it, but it's nothing like having an operational chain. But if you think about it, the chain's running. You just don't have all the prices and stuff, but it's actually going pretty well at this stage. I have a fair amount of confidence that we'll get there before this conference is on. Did we have the days countdown on here? I think we do. I think it's further down here. Yeah, 97 days and 16 hours to go until PostCon. But man, it's going to be a good conference and of course exhibition as well. So cool. Got lots of people at it, of course. A few ladies as well. Pixie Paula, I should say. Get the name right there. And Lydia Share as well, so it's good. Yeah, I think everyone else we've seen. But we do have the CEO, don't we, of DGen in there? I thought we had a DGen CEO on there. Black Sheep, Crypto Black Sheep. I guess that's who you're talking about there. That one there. So yeah, definitely. And I haven't actually looked at the site yet. Maybe we could do that briefly. Let's have a look at DGM protocol. So there we are, the sheep. I actually have looked at this once before, but I haven't really read much about it yet. Buy sheep dashboard, stuff like that. Looks fun. Looks fun. Once again, I'll do a review of that, and we might come back on that one. Very, very cool. All right, that is that. Let us jump back to the markets. Hex looks like it's on a little move here. And of course, Pulse Dodge 366. Even Hedron's on a move 681, and everything looks like it's on a little move here at the moment. Kate Figure says, "Hi Hex, and all selling my car for a cheaper one to pay bills and buy more Hex. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. We'll bounce back soon with enough peeps," says Kate Figure. Like that one, Kate. Wicked. You're a true Hex skin there, Kate. I love it. Seth's in the house there. Woo! Good to see you, Seth. Big shout out to you as well. So we're up to 35 minutes, so we're just chilling here. I'm going to leave it on this big chart here for a moment, and on the Hex chart here. Actually, let's leave it on the 4 charts because they're all kind of pumping at the same time. So we'll just leave it there as well. Kate Figure, sell your car, house, dog, kids, wife, whatever. You got to do what you got to do. That's funny. Yeah, sell everything. Sell your grandma. That's kind of probably the hardest core one there. Let me just get rid of that. Comment there. We're just going to leave that for a minute. Just away we go. Bam. All right, cool. Let's see how we're getting on here. This is the prices. Hope you guys are having a good time. And yeah, accumulating. That's the name game here. With the prices pull back. You know, we had a pretty severe price pullback that spiked down to 3.5 cents or 3.6 cents, some in that ballpark. People have been able to accumulate as well. So that's been really nice, people accumulating. Some people got limit orders 4 cents. I'm really happy about that when I hear stories like that. Now, I think we're slightly more likely to go up than we are to go down, although we could just move sideways as well. But I do feel we're in a fairly good environment at the moment with the general market conditions with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course a lot of the negativities seems to have gone out. So there's more positive people back doing positive things. I did see Joker did a video on Twitter. It had a few ironic things in it, but mostly it was very, very positive about out there. Telling people stop attacking people. Don't make Hex and Pulsechain look bad. Don't like things that attack people and things like that. And I've been in that as well. That's just not good for the community. And it's really you can agree to disagree. Just don't attack people. And even if people say things you don't like, it's better just to leave it, keep out of the drama, and move forward. Onboard people, talk about all the good things, and just agree to disagree on things you don't like, and stuff like that. So I thought it was really nice from Joker to put that video out. So a big shout out for that, because we need Pulsechain is going to blow up the community. It's going to be massive, right? When I mean, I'll use the right phrasing. It's going to be Pulsechain is really going to make the community size just go through the roof, be absolutely huge. So it's going to be very important. So very, very cool stuff there from Joker. I like that video. So there we are, folks. We got pump going on all 4 charts. Woo-hoo-hoo! We got Hex at the top left. That's on the hourly chart. We've got Hedron on the hourly chart on the right, and it's got a nice little green candle at the moment after having quite the retrace, to be honest, down to 640. And then on the hourly basis, that is. Then we got Maxi had 13.9 cents, and that's got about a 74% premium over Hex in the bottom left corner. And then Pulse Dodge is absolutely flying at the moment. And of course, we've been talking about that for many, many days, and it's up at $3.66. So we've got some price action going on. We've also got the TShare rate jump. If you think the Pulse Dodge jump looks good, the TShare rate jump was about $60 based on today at 8 cents, $60 an increase. And of course, if it was the all-time high, you're looking at something like what did I say? It was $396 or something like that. And of course, if Hex was $1, that'd be like $800 or something like that. So it's a pretty big day in terms of the TShare rate jump. Really, really is. We keep saying it. I think all the content creators keep saying, get those T-shares. Hex is about accumulating T-shares. If you get a price pullback, that's your best time to do it. And of course, there's always risks to things, but accumulating T-shares, you will get the volume offset as you have T-shares, you'll get more Hex, and of course, it's a free way. You're not having to pay for it. Your Hex is just going to come to you from having T-shares. It gets more difficult to get T-shares over time. The T-share reward pool, as we say, it used to be over 11 million 200 days ago. 200 days ago, it was over 11 million T-shares. Now it's only 10.4 million or 10.433 million at the moment. So really is a pretty big deal in terms of picking up T-shares. And sometimes dollar cost averaging at different prices is important. So just DCA as time, especially after a massive pullback at Hex, right? So it really is important to do that. So pretty amazing. What was it? 91% pullback we had somewhere in that ballpark. Depending on where you want to take your bottom, but very, very important to pick up your T-shares there. All right, cool. Let us get on to that. The other thing with T-shares, the rewards are only going to get bigger and bigger. T-shares get smaller, the rewards get pulled out. If you're still holding T-shares, your payout goes up and up and up. And so we've seen it go from 5.9 now up to 6.1 or higher. And of course, on top of that, you get penalties as well. So it's a pretty big deal. Pretty nice there. All right, so let's get into some of the comments there. We've got a few comments since I left that. So let me get back up here. I think we've got Lies Beneath, I think, in the chat there. Hey, Lies Beneath. Hello, how are you today? Very good, Lies Beneath. Good to see you. And of course, the ultimate strategy, if you're wondering what that is, this is the way it goes. Hello, all. Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLSX for the win. Absolutely, Lies Beneath. I love it. Hex is on a massive sale, says Terry. It is. So good time to pick up the T-shares, pick up the Hex. Of course, the T-share rate jumped 755 Hex today so far. That is amazing. And Navin Goodham says, greetings, Superman and rest of family. Absolutely. Kate Figures in the house. Yeah, Hex hodler. Hodl. Hex looks very strong, says Tail 7. Hey, could see Tail 7. It does. I think it's holding up pretty well at the moment. And maybe the momentum, once the momentum starts changing in the chart, then, it's way up and away it can go. So we're looking forward to that change in momentum. Not quite here yet, but looks like the pre-foundations are looking better for the momentum change. Tin Top is in the house there. What's up, Hexkins? Hey, Tin Top, good to see you. Who else have we got there? Brendan says, I like Jenkins TA this morning, showing the MACD rising while the price was dropping. Bullish divergence. Nice, Brendan. Appreciate that update there. Kate Fergus says, shout out to Rag to Riches. You're ugly and your mother dresses you funny. I still love you, brother. Kate, Rag to Riches likes that sort of stuff, so I'm sure you appreciate that. DB Cooper in the house there. Hello. And Pulse Bezos says, hey, buddy, good to see you, Pulse Bezos. Very cool indeed. All right, so look at that. The charts are looking pretty good. The talk of the town, of course, is the share rate jump today. That is the big thing. Look at that jump. It is big. I mean, these other ones are decent. All these other little step jumps here, they were all pretty decent. But today, man, it's the closest thing since the big payday jump. Look at that. Big payday jump was absolutely massive. We're at 11,166. It jumped all the way to 16,079. Now, people thought that was going to be way higher, but of course, because of the OA staking, that it was lower than what people expected. So here we are now, though. We jumped from 21.89 on this chart up to 22,689. Of course, that is actually higher. We're at it's actually updated. So it just took a little while to update to the correct number, but it's now updated. So that's cool. And the payouts have been going up. Look at those little increase there. You can see the little rise in the payouts as well. So beautiful thing that's going to go up to in time. So we could end up with 10 Hex per T-share, 20 Hex per T-share, 30 Hex per T-share over time. So it's going to be cool. And of course, people with T-shares, it's going to be a lot less than we've got today over the time we get that as well. So it's going to be fascinating. T-shares is the main game. And there's going to be two chains, right? Hex on Pulsechain and Hex on Ethereum. And it's going to be fun to watch that. I am expecting, like many of you, volatility with the Hex on Ethereum and probably a sell-off after the, say, a run-up. We just don't know what the run-up's going to be. Obviously, the higher we are on Hex, the higher we could potentially have a run-up. So we're obviously starting off on a relatively low base after that full pullback. So we'll see how that plays out there. But definitely, if we get it depends on the way Richard talks about it, but we could definitely get a nice move up to, on the conservative side, in my view, maybe around about 25 cents or higher. And of course, we may break out into the 30 cents as well. It just depends on how Richard communicates a lot of the stuff, how momentum changes, sentiment changes in the community, and activity we see in the charts, things like that. So there's a few things to play out on that one, but we could see a nice little run up there. Ideally, of course, if we were at 35 cents and we got some news about Pulsechain, you could imagine the price could really soar. But we're not there at this stage. We're currently at 8 cents. So we'll just see how we get on. We just don't know when Pulsechain is going to launch either. So we have to just wait until we get that. In the meantime, we've got the retail book buying up a lot of this Hex at this level. And thank you very much. Most people in the retail that I know are very happy about that. So they've been able to get much bigger positions in the Hex than they could previously ahead of Pulsechain too. So nice. Now we've got the day closing. It's actually jumped on. So we're on day number 912. This is basically 2.5 years of Hex now. So we've finally reached that milestone. And of course, day 1095 will be 3 years of Hex. So we're 2.5 years at the moment. You could argue 9113 or 9112. I'm just going to take 9112 since it's sooner. And of course, we've just rocked into that day, 1 hour, 1 minute into the day. We're going to have a look through the daily stats when they pop up in another 10-15 minutes. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be cool. All right, let's have a look at the chart here. Oh, look at this Pulse Dodge. Woo! Let's zoom in on Pulse Dodge, man. Look at that. Man, oh man, that's going for it. So we're past this mark here. This is the mark I said yesterday that if we pass that, it's going to look very bullish. So $2.70 approximately. We're at $2.78. So watch this chart. Might do one of those great moves in crypto that we often see where we get green candle after green candle for a while. But of course, don't get caught at the top. Don't get caught at the buying at the top. That's the thing there to remember that. There's always a top, right? Always a top. Tortoise says ducks and popcorn. Love it. Hex Vamps BTC on a close could dump a bit, says Hex Vamp. Yeah, well, Hex's BTC is actually looking pretty good, holding up so pretty well so far. 31,861. We'll see how it gets on. Does have to move up to that next level though. I agree with you on that one. This crazy show is far better than that Rags crap, says Mix. That's hilarious. I'm a big fan of Rags, and I know you are too, Mix. You're a funny guy. OBX announced it. I did it all for the wiki. I did it all for the wiki. Best space in space. Yeah, that's true. Hi all. Wow, nice to see PLSD killing it. Let's jump to PLSD before I forget. And lies beneath in there with the emojis, looking good. Got any price predictions? Hex token, I think we hit all-time high, all-time low, and we'll hit at least 15 cents by Sunday. Pump it up, says Cape Ferger. By Sunday, I don't think 15 cents, but I definitely think we can get back over 10 cents by Sunday. Let me put it that way. That's probably where I'll stay. Crypto Gogona's in the house with the $9.99 super sticker. Woohoo! I appreciate that. You're one of the most prolific quality content creators in our community. You always provide good information. You're always positive, and you treat people really well. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Crypto Gogonal. I have to give you the old Superman bow down for the super sticker. I appreciate it, and really nice comments. Appreciate that too. Very cool. All right, so let's get on to a couple here. We got the big thumbs up. Nice. All right, so yeah, this is looking good. $3.83 on PLSD. You got to wonder what Gunther the accountant's doing. So let's go and see what Gunther the accountant's doing. We're going to go via Richard Hart first, just to make sure we're up to date with his. If you haven't seen Richard Hart's little video teasers here, private screening here looks like a bit of fun. Shame that we don't have little secret cameras looking at that. So we're going to go to where we're going. We're going to quickly go to Liquid Loans while we're here to see if we've got any update here. Any updates on the Liquid Loans? Yeah, I like that. That's good. What else we got there? The updates here. Where was I going? I was going to Gunther. Going to Gunther. Let's all look at Gunther. Gunther. I'm sure I had Gunther. Actually, I think it's on my followers there. You have to follow my. Thought it was going to come up here, but I'm pretty sure I had Gunther on. Here's Gunther. Bam. All right, so Gunther. Has he got anything out here? 15 minutes ago, the stream was pure fire and pumped me up. That was 15 minutes ago. felt Richard Hartish calling out market dumpers and explaining how to unload without pushing Hex price using LPs and exercise. Brilliant. Okay, that's not the one I was looking there for. Verifies for me too. Green light on PLSD. What else there? It's crazy to me that there's Hexicans that will actually be mad at you. Talk crap. I'm not sure what that's about, so we'll jump through that. Retweeting some other stuff there. Just trying to find stuff there. I don't think there's anything recently. 3 hours. Feature alpha there. There's a live interview there with Gunther. That was with Crypto Heartbeat. So someone else, was it Briz that talked about that earlier? Someone did. So you can definitely check that out, talking about that. And so on. Please show support. Can't see anything there. Yeah, so probably the only thing to check out there is that Crypto Heartbeat interview. I haven't seen it myself. So $3.83 on PLSD. And Gunther are doing rallying the troops around it too. So spreading the word, spreading the good news around Pulse Dodge. Good old Gunther is. Kate Fergus and house there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you very much. You all rock. Even Rags says Mix. Yeah, even Rags. That's funny, man. Now TCR in the house there with the Hex token. Woo! Yeah. So if you're not familiar who Gunther the account is, he did a lot of the stuff around the OA. Now, obviously, he has done a pretty amazing contribution there. He's also built that work on a couple other people in the early back in the day, but he's done a lot of contributions to the OA. Obviously, he's recently got more well known for selling at the top of Hedron as well, and of course moving some of that into Hex and of course into PLSD. Looks like he's and if you just check Jim Rap's Crypto's video, now he's done the Crypto Heartbeat one, which I haven't seen the last one. He's talking about him and a few other large holders, trying to corner the market on the PSD, given the scarcity and his hopes for that. So we'll see. We'll see how it gets on. So far, so good. $3.83. But it's given the relative scarcity, remember it's about 4.4 million Pulse Dodge. You might be able to just do that if you've got enough buying power as well. We do see WOW number 2 has been accumulating all the last 8 hours or something. So definitely moving the price up there. People that are that's selling their free claims, particularly in the early days when it was under $2, they've been buying quite a bit of that from the sounds of it too. So some interesting stuff. What is the R? Says mix. I'm not sure what you mean there. Mix. It's 8 p.m. in Ontario, Canada. What time is it in Australia? I don't know what time it is Australia. It's midday in good old New Zealand. Dollar cost rock. We've got some bad players. Let's see if the moderators can moderate. Sandy Beach absolutely smashed them. Hey, nice work there, Sandy Beach. $3.97. Woohoo! Man, where's this going to now? It's going higher. It's going higher. That's funny, man. Hex fam, so New Zealand love, yeah. Good old Kiwi land, Aotearoa. There's kind of some of the names. Land of the Lord of the Rings, and Land of the Long White Cloud. Those are kind of our 5 most well-known phraseologies for the country, I guess. Strong arms is mix. Nice. So that is looking good there. We're waiting for the end of the day to see whether Hedron advances loading. Not sure why they're not loading there, but we've got 3 minutes to go in Hedron. Woo-hoo-hoo! Here we go. This is closing down, so we've got 3 minutes to go in Hedron. And of course, 1.3 billion for the 760 B shares and 1.1 billion Hedron for the 590 B shares there at the bottom. Number 6 and number 7 liquidation as we go. So I think we might end up covering the top 10 first liquidations, and then we'll leave it up to that because obviously they're going to keep coming. We will be covering the big one coming up though, 54 T shares. That's coming up. That'll be interesting to see what that gets people. How much Hedron gets bidded for that. Remember, only the winning bid gets burned, and of course, anything that's burned is a deflationary for the Hedron, albeit small at the moment because we're only talking about billions at this stage. So cool. So whoever bids the winning bid gets burned. So that person that they lose the Hedron, but they get the Hex stake, which is this B share, 760 B shares in Hex. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. If you click on actions, you can see stake info and go to stake Hex, and you can see the valuation of what it's worth at the moment. And then of course you can manually calculate the Hedron cost, and obviously a lot of people have been paying over the Hex price at the moment. Of course, if Hex rebounds, you get the Hedron, you get the Hex payouts. It could be worth a lot more money in the future. So you got to do a bit of math around it to make sure that's something you want to do. But so far, people have been bidding pretty strongly on this as we do. Oh, this one's been extended 4 minutes. So yeah, 10 minutes. So this has been extended twice. On this one, this has been extended twice as well. Both of these have been extended here, so the bids have gone up. So this might not just finish in that period of time. So Hedron stakes there, $4.05. $4.05 there. Nice. I think Briz is talking about something in the chat there. I got a whole lot of flyers to put on cars. No way, Briz. Oh, you legend. You. Oh, well done to Briz, man. So Bridge is doing some direct promotional marketing, is what Richard loves. We talked about this the other day on the live stream. This is a simple way for you to get out and do something to spread the word, just in your local block or at your local car park. Maybe just getting some flyers out there. So Briz is doing that. Really, really cool. Nice work there, Briz. So very, very cool on that one. Party for that. We'll give Briz some good old Hex one there and the Pulsechain. Pulsechain. We've got a few new emojis too in the Discord. So we've got more emojis. You can see that we've got Pulse Dodge emoji now. We've got internet money emojis now. So we've got Power City emoji there too. So we've got more emojis there in the old Discord. Very, very cool. Special welcome to our latest member, MVS Crypto, in the house there. So big welcome to you as well. I'm going to give you a good old thumb up there. Nice. All right, let's get back in the general chat. We're going to jump back to Hedron. Hedron closing out, still extended. There's people still bidding. And we're going to jump back to the Dick screener there. $4.05 on Pulse Dodge. Wicked. We're still about 5 minutes away from the end of day results for Hex, so we'll check that out too. Where else there? You're closer to Australia, says Hex Vamp. Yeah, that's true. We're not too far away. I think it's still a couple of thousand kilometers, maybe too, but it's still not too far. Let's hit the $4 PLS. We did, Katie. Thanks, says Sandy Beach. And do you lose your T-shares after your stake ends? Yes, you lose your T-shares after your stake ends, and unstake Pulse Player. Yeah, you lose your T-shares. So you got to accumulate T-shares. There's less T-shares over time. Even with good adoption, there'll still be likely less T-shares. There's not that much around, so we'll see. Hype for PLSD, says Fat Sammy. Well, I can see why with these green candles, that's for sure. Yes, you lose them, Fat Sammy says. Let's talk about T-shares. Hex says, so we can mint more Hedron again. Hex Vamp. If you do a stake, yeah, but the T-share, the claim for this is actually going away. So if we go back to the home page here, we can actually see there's only 4 days and 23 hours left for the special claim bonus. After that, it's just a 1 B share per day served. So the bonus is the 1x bonus at the moment is dropping down. It's going to be 0x after that. So fascinating. And then of course that's going to be that's just what it's going to be. So cool. That's just about over. Will we see a little pump in Hedron after that? That's the key. Will we see a little pump? Let me know in the chat if you think Hedron's going to pump after the launch phase ends in a few days' time. Might do. Just never know. And then again, it may not do. So here we are, $4.11. Woohoo! Pulse Dodge is absolutely killing it. Big shout out to Gold Key and the team. Not an option. So yeah, not an option. All right. Pulse Player says that reminds me of a Monty Python skit. That's true. Check out the post I just made. I did that one, so it's good. Pulse PLS $4. Yep. I'm just a bit behind here, so let me jump through some of these. Where else there? Awesome Brazology, says Sandy. Nice, says Lies Beneath. Very cool. G'day, mate. Good to see a mixed crypto arts in the house. We're watching the old Pulse Dodge pump here at $4.10, almost $4.11. Smash the like button. Yeah, definitely smash the likes. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. Welcome to the party. There's a young kid in my apartment complex. I was thinking of paying $50 put them on cars in a parking lot across the street. Nice, Briz. That's a good way of paying it forward too while you're doing it. That's pretty nice, Briz. So yeah, good example Briz is showing. Get out there and spread the word like that. Nice seeing my PLSD Moon. I love free money, says Agenda 69. Well said. Tex Hexagon says, when Hex has the fork after the Pulse release, will PHEX automatically be staked for the same time? Yeah, so everything that you've got staked on Ethereum will be staked on Pulsechain. Everything that you've got liquid on Ethereum will be a liquid on Pulsechain. So they all get copied over as they were before. So hopefully that answers that one. You'll be able to check out go.hex. You'll be able to see that on the let me just switch that over. You'll be able to see that over on the Pulsechain testnet, and you can just go to your stakes and you'll be able to see all that stuff in there under stakes there. Bam, simple only. So that's pretty much what you have to do there, and you'll be able to see all your Hex. Nice. $4.24. The world has gone crazy, man. Look at this thing, is pumping. It's pumping. Let's have a look at let's pull up that on the, we've got the on the full chart here. So let's have a look on the this is on the daily now. The last chart was the hourly. We've been up at 300% gains. We're currently at 280% gains within 5 days. We're really pumping here. Liquidity in the pool, $230,000. Remember, we got down as low as about 100,000 or something like that. But we're up at 230,000 at the moment in liquidity. So on and upwards it goes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Very cool. We've got 28,000 PLSD in the pool there and $117,000 USDC there as well. We're currently at $4.04 at the moment. Let's jump back to the hourly. The hourly chart there. Cool. Man, we're getting hammered with these terrible websites, isn't it, coming in? PLSD, says KD. Absolutely. Did I jump back again? Because I feel like I'm going right around in circles, that's for sure. Let's have a look here. I think that was it. So nice. I feel like we got the deck screen. There we are. Pulse Dodge, $4.07. There we are. So what else that we got there? We need Pulse Dodge emoji, Superman. We do have a Pulse Dodge emoji. Pulse Dodge emoji is there. Let's go to liquidations again. Actually, I've got to get switch back out here. Sorry, bear with me while I do this. Okay, bam. And we're going to go to liquidations. Hopefully that pops up. Pulse Dodge emoji. We do have Pulse Dodge emoji. So Fat Sammy here. You can see we've got Pulse Dodge emoji. There's Pulse Dodge. There it is there. Pulse Dodge coin. Emoji there, right there. That's just for you, Sandy. That's just for you. $4.12. $4.12 at the moment. We got the emojis from Lights Beneath. Hey, gang. Woo! Good to see you. Bob Wells in the house. Good to see you. And Hex Idol says $4.25. Yep, that's going pretty good. Maybe I should have kept my PLSD, says Sandy. Pump, says Brennan. And back to 4, says Hex. Oh, yeah, we're back to $4.12 now. I minted the same stake several times and received Hedron claimed over 1.5 billion. Does this mean it's done now? I just paid for ETH swaps. That was all. Yeah, with Hedron, you get paid Hedron. If you've got a stake that's live, if you've got a stake that's live, it gets Hedron every day that your Hex serves another day. So maybe if your Hex is a 1,000-day stake, and of course 500 days is gone, you'll get Hedron for every B share for a day served there times your claim bonus. So you get 500 days worth. You've still got 500 days in the future that you're going to get paid Hedron too. And so you can claim that multiple days. So I think that's what you might be talking about there, X-Fam, on that one. Bob Wells says, I have 1 inch open, ready to get some Hex. Nice, Bob Wells. Woo-hoo-hoo! Go you true Hex skin, Bob Wells. Look for that with the old Hex. The Hex is at 8 cents. Brendan says, I still haven't claimed my PLSD, says Brendan. Well, it looks like it's working out for you there, Brendan, that you haven't claimed because the price is going up there. Use matcher limit orders or metric exchange for more custom time flexibility. Absolutely, Hex Hodls agree with that. Now, I've got a video on matcher if you want to use that on this channel, on Hex Token channel as a video. Lazy Hexkin says, I shouldn't have immediately aped out a PLSD. Whoops. Well, a lot of people did that, and of course, Gunther, the accountant, was talking about them vacuuming up a lot of that stuff that was getting sold by all the Hex free claimers. But, to be fair, Hexkins were pummeling it into Hex, a lot of the people. The other thing, a lot of people did that with the Uni airdrop. A lot of people sold quite early on that into Hex, but of course that did pay off particularly well at that time. So it just does depend on the timing of the market as well. Directional movement is splitting big time, says Bob Wells. Yes, I agree with you on that. I'm holding all my PLSD. I think it will go fast as lows beneath, and it's a smart move. PLSD can go to $100 after the claim phase is over. Yeah, I think you might be right about that, Xodl. Obviously not investment advice, but definitely is a possibility. I think you also get socks for PLSD. Check Telegram. Really? That's hilarious, man. What else have we got there? Good for you. I sold a while back, bought Hex with it, lol, says Sandy Beach. Well, you can't go too wrong with getting the Hex, though, can you, Sandy? Is what I would say. Absolutely, it could. It's been a great performance, says Bob Wells. Yeah, absolutely. I made a Hex pizza for dinner. I am all in. Nice one, Bob. Nice one. Yeah, well, it was a Hexologist with his 2 Hex pizzas. The Brazology always knows the answers to that. I think there's they're worth thousands of dollars now. When I can buy a gallon of gas for 1 PLSD, then I'm selling. Nice dim top. That's a good metric, actually. That's a good sell trigger there. Pretty hilarious. All right, so here we are. Pulse Dodge, $4.12. It is rocking it. Let's we're going to break out here just quickly and have a look at Hex. Hex is at 8.12. Hedron, just a little sell off there, 656, and Maxi at 13.89, and Pulse Dodge at $4.11. And let us go back to Hedron. Hedron, oh man, people are extending this auction out. This is already 20 minutes after the close, and we are still going. 1.5 billion on the 760 B shares, 1.3 billion on the 590 B shares. This is a number 6 and number 7 liquid auctions so far. So the product, it's working as designed. Very, very cool. We will see how that gets on. Still going. People are getting used to the Hedron auctions, playing them out there. And even though Pulse Dodge is pumping, there's still people on their computer screens bidding out for those auctions. So cool. Hexodl says Pulse Dodge dumped at like $1.06 and now almost 4x. I know, Hexodl, and I know. I posted the picture of that in the posting. Morning, Superman, back in New Zealand for a holiday. Hey, nice Polynesian Pulsechain. I hope you're having a good time. Hopefully, you're being treated with the welcoming mat, as we say, the welcoming mat. Back in New Zealand for a holiday. Nice. The weather's not too bad at the moment. Has fined up a little bit, so you ride back at the right time there, Polynesian Pulsechain. Man, we're getting smashed with these terrible sites. These terrible sites coming in. Hexodl's laughing. Yeah, Hexodl's laughing. We're getting smashed with these terrible, terrible sites coming in, raiding our chat. That's the 3rd time in a row. I'm not sure what's going on there. At all. $4.11 on Pulse Dodge, and of course we're coming up. Hey, we've got the Hex Daily Stats. Let's go to that. We're going to jump out. Of course, the talk of the town today is the massive jump in the TShare rate. We can see that there. Wow, look at that thing, man. Crazy. Up $60. $60 more to get a TShare without staking longer. So $60, pretty big deal. And of course, had something like, what was it? What I say? Let me just do the math on that again. We're going to do that. But we got day 912. We're at 2.5 years on Hex. Once we finish this day, 2.5 years. And of course, that is quite the journey. Hex is really maturing, and of course, that's just the way it goes. The contract knows no bounds. It will just keep going on the blockchain. So day 911 is in the house there. 31st of May, the end of May as well. 8 cents down, 2.6% there, but still sitting at 8 cents, so not too bad there. And we've got the payout per TShare 6.14 Hex per TShare. That's going to go up and to the right as well. We've got the TShare rate at cost at $1,835. Obviously, that's subject to the price of Hex and the share rate. Of course, Hex is more modest, down slightly, but the share rate, a massive jump, 755 Hex. That's around $60 increase to get a TShare. That's significant, right? That is some significant stuff right there. We've jumped from 21,933 yesterday to 22,688 today. And of course, you can see it on the chart there. Boom, look at that. Beautiful. And we had some decent little steps up before, but this is really quite large. The biggest one since the big payday one. Really, it was massive. So big deal there. The average stake length 6.63 years. APY today 38.97. We've got 100 million in the liquidity pool there, $12 million US, so that's looking better too. So we did have 95.9 and 11.7 million today. We've got slightly more ETH in there as well. I think we're currently sitting on similar numbers here. Similar numbers. We closed 20 minutes ago. T-shares are down 12,500. Excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze there. We're sitting at 10,420,000 T-shares, and big day in minted inflation. Big day there, 71 million. Typically smaller. We've got change circulating supply up 93 million, down 22 million in stake supply. We've got 9.35% of all Hex's stakes, so 9.35. Commit that to memory. That's what we've got going at the moment, 9.35. And penalties, another low day, 204,000. What's happening with Hexicans these days? Something's going wrong. They're all keeping their responsibilities. What is going on there? What happened to all of the baddies? We had all these baddies. What happened to all of them? We were getting like 2 million, 2.3 million, 5.8 million Hex in penalties. And we now got all these goodies in the Hexicans community. What's Richard going to say about that? I can't have that. We got the 200,000. Anyway, enough silliness. That's what we got there. So we got 202 people increase in holders to 465,000. Current stake is up 34 to 95,558. So get out there, like Pulsechain is doing some of those basic promotional things. Get the word of Hex out there, and let's start getting these numbers up before Pulsechain launches. Of course, you can do it at any time. We're at 95,558, heading towards 100,000. Pulsechain is definitely going to be a massive jump to this, but once again, we're going to have two chains as well, so it's going to be cool. Change in top and stakers 63 to 120. And the current holders up 54 to 303,000 holders at the moment. So still early days in Hex, as you can see, but pretty cool results for today. It was a bit of excitement for sure. Nice. All right, let's go back to the price here, $4.08 on Pulsechain. That's pretty much it. And Hedron, still not closed. Hedron's still not closed. My goodness. Hedron is still going. 1.6 billion and 1.3 billion on these respectively. And of course, this is 760 B shares and 590 B shares. These are still, they're still on the smallest side. These will be big stakes in the future, of course. High B share stakes will be considered quite big in the future. There, how many years away? Maybe 7-8 years. I don't know. So it's going to be pretty big by then. And of course, we've finally got the defaults coming up here. We've got these two new ones. We've got 33 B shares, 38 B shares coming up in 2 days. 47 B shares coming up, so we've got 3 stakes coming up in 2 days' time. Means we're going to have a bit of a gap for 1 day. The big one coming up is this one here, 55 T shares almost. That's the big one. 21 days away, 3 weeks until we get that. Assuming they don't pay that back, but that's the way it goes. That is the big one. That's going to be the most exciting one to see out of all these. But the smaller ones have been interesting as well. We got 5 T shares coming up there in 56 days' time. That's pretty much it. So cool. Once again, still cutting it down. Let's get back to Dextriners there. Boom. $4.06 on Pulsechain. Did smash that 40. Refresh and they disappear, says Hexero. You're famous now. That's it, says Lies Beneath. I have 3 out of 4 of my Pulsechain. Nice one there, DB Cooper. It means we are going viral, says Hexero. Nice. I like that. 9.35% stake. So many lying in the community. Let's get to 100%. Yeah, that would be we got to get the OA doing that, but we don't want that. You want to get down to 1%. If you're 1% staked, you'll be earning up to 369%. But then again, you got to have the right balance in the system. Is the way it goes. Otherwise, it's going to be buying. Morning and from Thailand, I changed my name. A Pulse Mexican. A good one. Good to see you. Big shout out to Thailand. Yes, you have too. We're at $4.01 on Pulsechain. AMG, I'm killing it on T-shares. Lot 33,000 a month at this price a month. Hopefully this goes up, and for the future people, make sure you stake at least 2 years. Yeah. Obviously, your APY, your compounded return, goes up the longer you stake with the effective bonuses for longer pays better. And of course, it's around about I think it's around about 11% monthly annualized. If you're doing these short monthly stakes annualized, that's about 13%. If you're doing like a year stake, and it goes up about goes up from there up to the average, which I think's 39, somewhere like that, 38 for a 38, 30, somewhere in that ballpark for 6.6 6.3 year stake, something like that. Pulsechain says 6 to 8 months. Yeah, it's probably getting lower with the effective ones. It's interesting. I have to double check those numbers, but I think that's kind of true. Not the Biz with Briz, lol, says we love the Biz with Briz. That's a very popular show. Rags to Riches loves the Biz to Briz show. Loves it. I just like to hype the liquid holders, says Hex fan. That's true. Gas is high. Well, if you're holding liquid Hex, you are getting diluted, right? By relatively speaking, you're getting diluted by the Hex stakers. So just remember that. Humberto says, cheers from sunny Miami. Looking out for Pulsechain launch. I think coming soon, and with no announcement. You might be right about that, Humberto. There's a couple different scenarios. That could definitely be one of the ones that plays out. Your intro is the best ever, Briz. Lol, makes my taste, says Polynesian Pulsechain. Nice. Yeah, Briz getting some love. Well-deserved love there. What's with these? We've gotten some more of these adult chats in the house there. Man, oh man, these things are terrible. Good thing I'm not clicking on them. Now, who was it? Tangent, I think. Tangent had one that had a particular image on it on the video, and it was particularly bad. And he actually got his live stream pulled. So you got to be careful. Fortunately, I have them in the chat there, but if I do show them up on there, I could get myself in trouble, especially if they've got pictures. Sandy Beach says, I look forward to the Biz with Briz. It's a good segment. Yes, it is. The Biz with Briz. You know what you could do, Briz? You could do a live feed out and about. So for Rag to Riches, you could do that. You could once you've given out the pamphlets in the area, you could go around and go, have you heard it, with a mic and that with cameras? You go, have you heard about the Hex, and do a whole segment. That'd be actually really cool. That'd be pumping up the crowd, that's for sure. We love to see the live action, man. Can't beat live action. I just finished up an 8-minute video. I think that you guys will like. Nice, Briz. Oh, they're awesome. Hey, Briz, post it in the Discord and let us we can all watch it there. Man on the Street segment. I like it. Yeah, I like that, Briz. Honestly, I think a Man on the Street segment would be really good, Briz. I'm not kidding. I think that'd be really, really fun. Yeah. What's this? Woohoo! Oh, that looks pretty delicious, man. You're making me hungry now. And it's on a wood board too. I wasn't lying. Nice. That's absolutely lit there. Nice. That was from Bob Wells. Nice one. It's making me hungry now. It is lunchtime here in good old New Zealand. 12:30 p.m. That looks pretty tasty too. All right, so we've got a little bit of a profit taking here. $3.88. Let's look up at the trades. See who's selling this down here. We were at doing pretty well there. We had some $3,000 sell, 10,000. Oh, some heavy selling there. 10,000, $12,000 buy though. 408 and then $12,000 sell there. Some interesting plays going on here. That looks almost like they're related, those two. Some of the times when the numbers are similar, they could be related. Interesting stuff there. Very interesting. Wow. Okay, so $3.88. But it's still pushing higher. It has to have a little bit of pullback to move higher. So far, so good. That's on the daily there. Let's jump out of the hourly chart here. Have a look at everything else. We got Hex at 8.1 cents. So are we finally going to get our 9.2? Because the poll that we had yesterday doesn't finish until I do my second live stream, and maybe about an hour into that. So we've still got a bit of time. Can Hex have a little rally there? Hope so. We've got Hedron 6.49, still just not doing much, and Maxi looking good, 13.9 cents, and of course Pulse Dodge, the talk of the town, $3.82 at the moment. Let us jump over to Hedron there. Winner. So we had a winner, number 7 here, 590 B shares, 1,346 million was the winner for number 7, I should say, on the liquidations there. I think that came out number 7. And then, of course, number 6 is still there. 1 minute and 20 seconds ago. 1.7 billion. What was that before? Was it about 1.1? It was lower than that. 1 billion 50 million. 1 billion 1. So that's actually gone up almost 50% since we're doing the last coverage of it in the last half an hour or 40 minutes or something. So that's not too. That's a pretty good increase in bidding there. So we've got a minute to go. I think it might be finished. Unless we get someone bidding now, it's going to be the final one. Now, obviously, when it gets bids, it goes another 5 minutes. So another 5 minutes there. If you go to here and you click the bid, you'll see if additional bids are placed within 5 minutes, the auction additional time will be added. Okay. Should you be outbid, the amount of Hedron you had bid will be returned to your wallet. It's only the winning bid that gets burned. Only a winning bid. Also, if you do win, you have to exit, and of course you have to pay a little fee, I guess, and your Hedron will get burned, and you'll become the owner of this HSI stake, which is pretty cool. 22 seconds to go. Counting it down, man. Here, Hedron number 6 is gonna go. So that's pretty cool. Getting a couple of Hedron loans a day at the moment with a couple of gaps in between. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6. I feel like I'm watching SpaceX rocket going off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, or 1 second. Boom. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There we go. Both of them sold. Number 6 and 7. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to close out of that. Very nice on that one. And like I say, actually, what the advantage is here, we've got, like I say, we've got these 3. We're going to have 1 day gap, and then we've got these 3 coming up, these little B-share ones, 33, 38, and 47. So cool. We're going to leave that one there. All right, so let's jump away from there. I think we've talked about the market. BTC holding up pretty well at this stage. Let's see if we can make another move, and if not, it might very well go down like some people are talking about. So $3.87 is where we are on Pulse Dodge. $3.87. Actually, let's bring up investing.com, because I wanted to see what the market's closed, stock market. Okay, they were down slightly, down there slightly. Dow falls, but Ike's may win the rocky ride, so whatever that means. So cool. And here at the moment, we've got Hex looking not too bad, and Pulse Dodge. So cool, we're going to leave it on that. And we're going to jump out of the Hex chart there. We're going to jump out of these other charts as well, and start to wrap up shortly. We're going to wrap up probably in another 9 minutes. That brings us up to an hour and a half, so we're going to end up there. Fat Sammy says, make sure to also report, says Fat Sammy. Yeah, that's true. Great idea, says KD. You may be starting a thing, says Sandy Beach. True. That would be really cool, though, Briz, honestly. And you could pull it off. You could definitely. You are so good at charismatic. You pull it off. Hey, don't you have your Hex wallet in description so we can donate to you? Why don't you have your Hex wallet in the description so we can donate to you? Hex fam, I do have some wallets in there. You can donate to the channel if you like. They're in the video description. Rolf Dog's in house there. Good evening, everybody. Hey, suit man. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey, good to see you, Roof Dog. I3 as well. Wahoo! Good to see you, I3. And Bob Wells is in the house there with the emojis too. And Bob Wells got the emojis. Good. And Bob Wells picked up some Hex as well. Bob Wells picked up some Hex and also got a nice piece of luncheon that makes me very hungry. I can imagine that coming out of the oven. That would be pretty tasty for sure. Very nice. Cool Vip, as we said, Cool Vip. Yeah, if you haven't joined Discord, hit the link in the video description. And of course, we've got 468 members heading up towards 400. 500 is our next target, which is a big one. And it really is about community and information. That's pretty much the ethos. There are 2 other YouTube channels, a syndicated Discord with Gen Hex, Craig Wadding, and of course Heinz Crypto, as well as it's Now, who's pretty much our community champion amongst many other things. So definitely get into there. Now, obviously, we have YouTube and Twitter updates live from those channels. We're looking to get a couple more channels in. I just have to get myself around to communicating with them. We've also got useful links. If you want to get all the useful links around Hex and Pulsechain, you can check all those out. They're all here. We'll be adding to this list to make it so comprehensive you won't have to go anywhere else to find the links. It's going to be cool. Once we've finished those, we'll reorganize them in there too. And of course, videos. If you want to do Pulsechain Bridge or PulseX Exchange, we've got short videos there. You can do that. We've also got the general chat for Richard Hart tokens, so you can get into that and chat away, post some nice bakery food. And we've got the price chats there too, and non-crypto chat, and of course general voice chat. There's a couple of people in there at the moment. And then of course we've got Pulsechain projects. We consider that a bit more riskier. We just got that notice there. But you can get in there and talk about all sorts of other projects. Obviously, good, reasonably quality ones. In other words, not straight out bad ones. And we've got the new tokens links there. If you want to see all the links to all the Pulsechain projects coming, we've got lots of cool stuff like that. I've done some videos on the top 25 there and many more. So if there are others, let me know and I'll put them in there for sure. Also, if you're Hex Token channel member, we've got the private chat there. So you can, if you're Hex Token, you can hit the join button, and we've got Pulsechain's Hex Token Richard Art Club, and you can become a member. You get a special access to that private chat, plus also a purple name as an extra perk. So cool, and that's pretty much it, I think, in that one. So get into it and join. Links in the video description. Right, cool, Vip. Let's get back to the Pulse Dodge. Get rid of the trades here. There we are, $3.98 at the moment, and we're going to wrap it up in another 5 minutes. And I'll be back on later today in about 4 or 5 hours time, because we do 2 live streams a day on this channel, and of course Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex are the primary topics. But we do talk about all the Pulsechain projects that are coming on Pulsechain, and of course general crypto stuff, because after all, we're all in crypto, right? We're all in crypto, so we'll talk about that too. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let us see what else have we got going on here. Man, it looks like I missed quite a few here. We got Baby Turtles in the house. Hey, Baby Turtle loves Jesus. Hello, good to see you. Hello, Baby Turtle, says Sandy Beach. It was amazing, says Bob Wells. I just had a cheeseburger hot dog from 7-Eleven. Are you talking about that? This was amazing. So this was amazing. It does look amazing, Bob. It does look amazing. I had a cheeseburger hot dog from 7-Eleven, says Hexol. That sounds pretty good too. Man, you guys are making me hungry for lunchtime. Sandy Beach is coming in with the turtles. Have a great day, night, folks, says Bob Wells. I appreciate it. We can winner, Hex pizza dinner. I like that, Brennan. Winner, Hex pizza dinner. That is true. The lazy Hexagon with the pizzas here. I can't have pizza for lunch. You guys are trying to encourage me to have pizza for lunch. Can't do that. There's Hex Hot. It's there is Pulse Dodge, $3.39, $3.93. Sorry, $3.93. It's amazing how different when you switch numbers around. How bad, how much that can be off when you get the wrong numbers. It's hilarious. I had a wonderful grilled chicken salad. Yummy. That sounds nice too, Sandy. That was good. No, don't leave us, says Briz. I'll be back on in about four hours of time or so. 4.5 hours time around approximately. There, Briz. I'll be back. Mixed in the house, aka. Hey, Briz, if you want to do a if you don't do it on the Rag Show, you can always do your Man on the Street show on here. I would love to have a segment like that. So feel free to do that. Depends. It's up to you. You do. I know you do what you need to do. Briz says just make it one live stream for 10 hours. Says Briz. Yeah. The Sandy Beach in the house there. It's this laughing house. That's funny. Matt is live now with David Feder. All right. So Matty is live with David Feder. So you can jump over to that as well. So go check that out on David Feder's channel. And what else that we got there? So that, I think are they doing gamification somewhere like that? Maybe somewhere on that topic. Tufon's in the house there. Looking forward to the next stream, says Tufon. Me too. I do too. In the meantime, I'll probably try and get out and have some lunch, go for a walk and things like that. Do a few things. I've got to do some. I'm doing some video for some Google ads promoting Pulsechain. So that's coming up too. KD says thank you, Superman. See you on the next stream. We'll do. All right, we'll ramp it up. It's an hour and 28 minutes, and of course, Pulse Dodge doing pretty well. We'll see how it is going in the next 4 hours. We've got Hex at about 8.2 cents, so we'll see how we get on by that time. Hex is at 8.1 cent there, so we'll see how we get on. Thank you very much, Sandy. You're welcome. Bob with the emojis, Brennan with the cheers, Superman. I'm going to type out my usual thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in a few hours time, 4 or 5 hours time here. Bye for now. Peace. Take care. If you're a Hex Token channel member, don't forget to smash out the emojis on the way up. Definitely smash out the emojis. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Right, boom. All right, cool. We got the emojis all out there, looking nice. I think that's it. All right, 128.5. We are rocking it out here as well. All right, bye for now. Take care.